Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. The suffering of generations must be endured to achieve our divine end. Now, I have actually seen this. It was kind of a glance at, so I didn't really go through it. But I saw the gist of this trailer. But we're going to react, and I'm going to give my thoughts on everything that people have been saying. Ancient Cimmerian Scripture. Captured on PS5 in-game cinematics. That's a cool shot. The graphics there look good. Everything's good so far. You're starting off with anime being played on the TV, and I love anime, so we're at a good start. Oh, there we go. And everything tanks. Just oozing of smugness. So it looks like she's so this is a trailer of a game. And this is her before she shaved off her head and became a lesbo. And it looks like maybe she's looking for her lesbian lover. And then here's this guy in the picture who was maybe their leader. And then there's... Oh, no. Not that guy. I recognize that actor. I don't really like him as an actor. He's in this game. He's going to be the comedic relief. And then this guy looks cool. Where's his picture over here? What happened to the 5 aces? So these are the 5 aces. Find fence for jewelry. Dead. Third largest safety deposit. Ship. Discovered empty weeks after theft. So they're thieves. So the 5 aces are thieves. And this story is about these thieves. 5 aces mastermind dead or hiding. So he must be the mastermind. Reporter's data drive at Crescent System Storage. Potential alias. Those are the aliases. And I think that's what we can draw from this setup. We have a new lead here. This guy here who is not in this photo. New lead, check beta Tetia sector. Maybe that's where she's going now. Come on, you slow piece of crap.
Jordan.
Tell me something good.
Well, you're right. It checks out. He's hiding out around
And then you have lesbian Nick Fury.
the Superior Moon.
Excellent.
How is that excellent? He's next to fucking Superior. No one has left that planet in over 600 years. Anyone who even flies close to it is never heard from again.
Superstitions.
No. Superstitions are the crazy rumors about what happened on that planet. These are facts.
You worry too much.
You know what I worry just the right amount. I say we wait for him to leave, or...
The graphics are great. Graphics are great. Sound is wonderful. I love the techno kind of 70s, 80s maybe. I'm not sure, that techno vibe. I love that. Love every bit of it.
How about we find a new lead? He's not worth it.
Just oozing smugness. I'm going to give my overall thoughts because it's going to wrap up soon. But just oozing smugness.
I'm wasting my time, aren't I?
Can you please claim him? I don't need another hunter swooping in.
Who is swooping? No one is crazy enough to go there.
He clearly is.
He is clearly desperate.
And so am I, so claim him, or I will find another agent.
Anyone else will deal with your fucking shit. Okay, alright, you know what? There, you're the boss.
There's the guy from... Isn't that the guy from Harold and Kumar? That's the actor. I don't really like him as an actor.
Thank you.
Listen, kid. I'll see you on the other side.
Just this look right there. Man, it is just... I'll tell you in a second. Let's finish this. Sony! Again, love the music choice. It reminds you of like that 70s, 80s kind of vibe. Love that, the vibe that it's giving with the music. That's cool right there. From the studio that brought you, Crash, Jack and Dexter, Uncharted, The Last of Us, because this is Naughty Dog. The Last of Us Part 2? And we're going to get some gameplay. I believe this has been inspired by an anime, if I'm not mistaken. Even the way that song ends right there, you know, the just the vibe that it gives, the techno stuff, you know, traveling in space on this spaceship, you got this distant planet. I mean, I love all that stuff. Ugh, excuse me. The problem is the protagonist. You see, here's really the issue here. Everything is great about this trailer, except one thing, and that's the protagonist. It is a ugly, shaved head woman who looks like a lesbian. That's it. And you might say, well, that's horrible. That's sexist and that's homophobic. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of things going on here. First of all, we have been berated for so long with this female empowerment, with this men are scum message, with this Mary Sue, this constant subverting expectations and diverting the male gaze. And you might not like this, but the majority of your audience are guys. And they're straight guys. And if you're going to ask them to play as a chick, there's a couple of different things that you're going to have to meet. For one, you can either go Tomb Raider, you know, just straight out hot. For example, you know, the Stellar Blade route. It's a bit over the top, but in comparison, it's night and day. You can call us sexist. You can say we're living in our mother's basement. You can call us man babies. You can call us incels. You can throw out all of the regular insults. We're guys, though. We're guys, of course we want a fun video game. Of course we want good sound. Of course we want good gameplay and good graphics and story and characters. All that stuff is the meat and potatoes. But we're still guys. And I'm not saying you have to over-sexualize her like Eve from Stellar Blade. Who do you think this is going to appeal to? And it doesn't take much to see the difference. You know, you got, you know, A versus B. And I'm not saying you have to go full blown, like wearing bikinis and thong and all that stuff. I don't think you need any of that stuff. But this look and the smugness, we've seen it so much. Just this arrogant, snarky, and this character oozes it. The smugness, like, I've got this. I'm strong. I don't need no man. It's repulsive. And you wouldn't have had to work much. You know, just look at the edits that some people are doing. Like, not over-sexualized, but not bad. Versus this. My favorite one is this right here. Why couldn't you do this? Why couldn't you just give her hair? You know, she doesn't have to be a stripper. She doesn't have to be a top model or a 10 out of 10. But what so many people are getting sick of is just the constant uglification of women. And you only see it here in the West. It's what feminism does. Feminism tries to change women into men and men into women. And I think a lot of people are just really sick of it. They're sick of the dyke lesbian look. They're sick of the lesbian story. They're sick of I don't need no man story. And as men, as gamers, it's like, what's wrong with just wanting to play as a moderately, you know, you have this female protagonist, and it's like, well, she's not made for you. Well, who's she made for then? Like, what are we doing here? And it's with all of them. They're making Lara Croft look like a guy. You know, you had from Naughty Dog, you got the Last of Us 2. You got many of these other female protagonists, and don't just see it in games either. You see it all over. Look at the MCU, man. Just look at every single male role, and in all of these TV shows have been subverted by a stronger, more independent woman, and then they're uglified. Why is the West and people in modern gaming so obsessed with making women look ugly? Why? And when guys like me call it out and like, man, she really looks ugly, why is that so controversial? Why does that make us sexist? Why does that make us incels and man babies? It's like, we're guys, and we're the bulk of the audience. And it doesn't seem like it'd be a big deal because it has all these other bells and whistles and things hitting, you know. It's like, you know, the music is great, the effects look cool, the theme looks cool. But when you have a main protagonist like this, it's like, what's the big deal? It's just, it maybe in a vacuum, if this was a different world we'd live in, maybe there's a lot of us that would be like, okay, I guess we could give it a shot. But it's just been so overrun by making these girls masculine. And again, I'm not trying to say that we should make them overly sexual, but it's just, God, man, it is just so tiring. And you add the snarkiness into that, they are repulsive characters. And none of us want to play as them in these video games. It's just, and 9 times out of 10, whenever you have a lead like this in a video game, the rest of the game ends up sucking too. Excuse me. It just ends up sucking bad. So, everything else about the trailer doesn't look too bad. Everything else, man, it looks fine. You know, I complimented on all the other stuff. I'm interested to see what they do. But this right here, it's an immediate red flag. That's where we can say where it's at right now. It's a major red flag, and it might seem to a lot of people like, man, this isn't a big deal. You're this, you're that, you're this. You know, you're afraid of strong women. You hear the normal responses and stuff. But I'm a guy, and I'm straight. And if I'm going to play as a chick, again, doesn't have to be over-sexualized, but, you know, which way, Western man? East versus West. Who wins? Which way? And if you're a guy and you have any amount of honesty in you and you're straight, we all know the answer. And it's just like, man, and it wouldn't really take much. It's like they do it out of spite. It's like they make protagonists like this as just this giant middle finger. It's like they hate their audience. They know their audience is mostly straight, mostly probably white men, although I'm sure there's all different kind of guys, but just the largest demographic, straight white guys. It's like they hate that, and they intentionally uglify these women. I bet the model looks very pretty. I bet she looks great. But it's like they intentionally uglify them, just as this giant middle finger to say, you know what? Screw you. We're going to divert your male gaze, you sick, disgusting freaker. It's just like, it's spiteful, and it shows. And it shows. I think this is going to be dead on arrival because of this chick right here. We'll see how it goes. I probably didn't articulate myself the very best, but yeah, I'm. What can I say? I see a chick like that, and it's just like, and then the snarkiness, and I'm just like, no, not interested. The game could be good though. I could be wrong. We'll see. I don't know. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what a horrible, sexist, man baby, incel, homophobic. What's another one? I don't know. Name it. Let me know how horrible I am for just being a guy and just a regular gamer who just likes video games and likes hot chicks. Forgive me. Please hit the like button and the subscribe. It goes a long way in helping out the channel. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and have a great freaking day.